led by he's averaging. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up, y'all? It's another Monday here at the college basketball hangout. See if we can get a couple people in here to watch us. Maybe not. Maybe everybody's just busy today. Who knows? But anyway, Mondays are money makers for us. I'm hoping today we get the same type of results we've been getting these last Mondays. What's up, Luis? What's good, my guy? Weekend was good, brother. Weekend was good. Really shitty on the plays though, man. I don't know what it is. Maybe I should take the weekends off. Who knows? But I ended up almost getting back to even Sunday night with the betting a lot Lions live plus 430 and taking the live under 43 and a half, I think it was. But you know, got back to where I had started the weekend at. So I don't know what it was last weekend. I was just terrible, man. Saturday and Sunday, terrible, terrible, terrible. But excuse me, Mondays, man. Mondays are the day for me, man. It's been that way. Let's hope we keep that rolling today. A lot of the lines have moved. Um, a lot from when I got them in last night. My one of my favorite plays that line jumped up to 2 points, um, and it's actually a full game, man. Unbelievable, huh? But it's crazy because one of the first games that I really liked that I looked at. What's up, Gilberto? What's good, my brother? Hope you had a good weekend, man. Um, One of the first games that I liked was this one here, and Oral Roberts, New Mexico. But I was afraid. Afraid. You believe that? As my boy Ski and Wham say, if you're scared, go to church. So I didn't put this in yet. I wanted to see what happened with this line. I wanted to see where it moved because it opened up at 162 and a half. It moved down to 161 and a half, and now it's back up to 163 and a half, which makes me feel like I was right when I thought to myself, the unders to play here. Um, just because, the public, you know, the public moves the line, man. I like it. I like it when the public moves the line because it gives me an idea of where I was looking, if I'm right or if I'm on the right side or the wrong side. So, move that line up, move it up. So that's 163 and a half. That's at FanDuel. It's actually still sitting. It's sitting at 162 and a half now at Caesars. So yeah, I'm gonna jump in on the under on this. I was thinking the first half line, and this is the weird thing. The first half line at FanDuel is 76 and a half. First half line at Caesars 77. Kind of makes me think that maybe the first half's going to go over, full game under. So I'm going to go with the full game under on this, just for unit. This was just a play that it stood out to me at first. When I saw the line open last night, 162 and a half, and then when I was going to put my plays in, it was down to 161 and a half, and I was like, So I'm glad I waited on it. And it's back up to 162 and a half at Caesars and 163 and a half at New Mexico. FanDuel. So that I'm going to play it for a unit. It's nothing fancy there. I'm just going to take the full game. I've actually got two full game plays today compared to just doing first halves. They've been I don't know, man. First halves have been kind of skittish for me, man. Like they're not they don't hit first half, but they hit full game. It kind of pisses me off. What's up, KD? It's good, Kendall, man. How you make it out, bro? Um, all right, so next game we're gonna talk about here. Well, let's talk about this one a little more, just because you have two high powered offenses here. Let me pull my notes up on it and you know give you a little idea what we're talking about. And this is what the odds makers are looking at. They're looking at Oral Roberts averaging 84, little over 84 points per game, compared to New Mexico averaging 82, like almost 83 points per game, 82, little over 82 and a half. So I think that's where we're getting this total from. And like I said, it got brought down to 161, and like just within the last couple hours, the public has brought it back up to 163 and a half. So, um, when I'm looking at this game, we have two teams that the offenses are rated really high. Oral Roberts has a 17th rated offense. Um, you know, and the New Mexico Lobos have a 39th rated offense. But you look at this 17th rated offense for Oral Roberts, you have to look at who they played. You know, I don't see they. I mean, they haven't played a top tier college. I mean, I guess the their best team or teams, I could say, that they played, they opened up at St. Mary's. St. Mary's is by no means a powerhouse. Yeah, they're good on that West Coast, and they can maybe give Gonzaga a run here and there over the past few years, but never really get over that hump. But what's up, my guy Mike? What's good, Joey? Good to see you, bro. So yeah, so we'll count them as a decent college that they played. And they played Houston. They only put up 45 points against Houston. We know Houston's got a good defense, but I'm kind of looking at this same type of situation against New Mexico. The only thing that scares me about this is the line. The line is 6. It opened up 5.5. It's at 6 now. And something's off about that. And that's what's stopping me from taking a side. But I mean, if I'm looking at this game, man, I'm thinking New Mexico rolls the shit out of them, man. And probably around what Houston's doing here, man. Houston did to them but this was back in November. So obviously this team's gelled a little more. They've gotten a little bit better. So we can say they're going to score more than 45 points. I can say they're going to score more than 45 points. They did play Tulsa the beginning of December, and that was a 77-66 win for them. So, but Tulsa, I wouldn't classify Tulsa with New Mexico. Richard Pitino down here in New Mexico's got a good squad popping, man. So, it is what it is. I really like the under. The more I look at this game, the more I like the under. New Mexico's defense isn't bad. Their defense is rated 95 and a half, which is good for 61st in the country. And they have a 39th ranked rated offense, like I told you. And they're going against 160, the defensive rated team that's 168th in the country. So, New Mexico is going to get their points. So it makes me look and see what New Mexico's got coming up next. New Mexico, they play San Diego State next. It's not. I don't know, man. This game, I don't want to talk too much about it because I'm going to end up talking myself out of it, I think. But I'm on the under, and I like the under. I'm playing it for a unit. I'm damn near tempted to put 2 on it, to be honest with you. Just looking and seeing what I'm looking at here. So that's where we're at. Take the under in the Oral Roberts, New Mexico. That's a winner. I believe it is a winner, unless of course New Mexico puts up 100 points, which I don't think they're going to, but they could get close. And then it's a matter of, does Oral Roberts hit 63? And I don't know if they can do that against this New Mexico team. And New Mexico coming off of a loss to UNLV. You know what? They might be motivated, man. They might be motivated to put up 100. If they played against the way they played against UNLV, especially down the end there, they're not gonna. I don't know, man. I'm wondering if that's why the line's so low. I really think that it could be worth a little $50 parlay to take the New Mexico minus the 6 and the over, but most definitely first half New Mexico minus 3.5. I guess they're at. I don't know. Let's take a look at that and see what the first half line is. First half spread is 2.5. Wow. So yeah, I mean that's definitely worth some money there, I think, in my book anyway. So I'm gonna take a little stab at that one too. But all right, so let's move on to the next game. Actually, that was the last game I was going to talk about. I don't know why I ended up talking about it first, but I ended up talking about it first. So next game, we'll go up to the top here, and I've got Prairie View versus Arkansas Pine Bluff. And this Pine Bluff team, the under 66, I got it at 67 last night, and I think that what's up, Andrew Carr? How you doing, bro? Kylie Riley, good to see you guys in here. Okay, so Prairie View, Arkansas Pine Bluff. Let me pull my notes up on that one, and we'll get everything back to normal here because I'm kind of running off at the mouth. But all right, you have two teams. They're scoring. With Prairie View, they're averaging about, we'll say, 69 points a game, compared with the 64, little over 64 for Arkansas Pine Bluff. And I really think that you get a first half. I think the full game could go under, but the defense for Prairie View isn't really good. I mean their rating is like 253rd in the country, but the problem here is that we've got really two god awful offenses. With Arkansas Pine Bluff, they're ranked 350. They're rated. Their offensive rating is 359th in the country. That's like, I mean, what is there? 362, something like that in the country. 362 colleges, and they're 359th. That's terrible. So, and then on the flip side, Prairie View's 237. So we don't have really good offenses going on, and the pace. But it's funny because the pace is kind of fast for Pine Bluff. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with their offensive rating. Because they just can't shoot. I mean, they're averaging 37.8% field goal shooting. That's 358th in the country, and Prairie View's averaging 328th. So, both these teams can't shoot. They can go up and down the floor all they want, but it's just going to be a bunch of rebounds going on. So if you can get props on this, get rebound props. I mean, straight up. But yeah, I like the under. I like it. I like the first half under 66, and I take the first half because these two teams are going to feel each other out. It is a SWAC. It's a SWAC conference game, so it is what it is. It's nothing major here. Just a 1 unit play for me. What's up, Yo Mendez? What's good, my guy? Yeah, it does sound like New Mexico's aside. And the thing that scares me about this is the line, man. The line being 6. It bothers me. Yeah, I know that, Andrew. I saw that, bro. Kylie, no, I don't like Morgan State first half, and I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a minute, and I'll tell you why. Because obviously, I'm always looking first halves first. And I'll tell you why I don't like that first half when we get there. So let's move on to the next game here. We've got Colgate and Army. This total has gone up a couple points since I got it in last night when the lines came out or early this morning. But I still think they get over the 72. 72. Colgate is averaging 80 points per game. That's 26 in the country. And I'm sorry, 80, we'll say 81 points per game. And Army's averaging 76, a little over 76, which is good for 86 in the country. As far as defense goes, defensively, you have a 279th ranked defensive team in Colgate versus a 261st ranked or rated defensive team in Army. So, but the offenses are good. So I think this total gets into the 80s in the first half, and I would have taken it full game, but being that this is a conference game, I think shit could get tight down the end, man. So I don't want to take that over. The Patriot League. This is where I wish our buddy Maxwell Smart was here. He's the Patriot League mayor, man. So, but he could tell you back about a season or two ago, the Patriot League was overs, and I think we're in that type of situation here. So, yeah, this is a good play. This is one of my plays, and I've got 3 on this. So that's where I stand on that one. But I also got it at 70. But I still like the 72, man. I think they either get into the 80s or they get close to it. So next game up here is one of these off the wall plays here, and I'll tell you the reason why I took it in a second. Let me pull it up. North Carolina Central versus Coppin State. This line, I believe it opened up at a pick. I mean, I think a half, minus a half, maybe, or maybe -2. I can't remember. What it opened up at. I'm trying to find my notes now on it. It opened up at minus a half, so that's going up a half a point. And you're probably thinking to yourself, what's your first look on this, guys? I mean, as far as like college basketball bettors, you taking North Carolina Central or you taking Coppin State? Well, I mean, my first look would be I'm looking at Coppin State, but if you look at what I started looking at here was the I guess the ratings, and North Carolina Central is a way better defensive rated team than Coppin State. Coppin State's ranked 359th in the country in their defensive rating. So I didn't really I didn't there's no way I was jumping on that. And I guess North Carolina Central's their rating is 76th in the country. North Carolina Central's got decent ratings, like offensive ratings and defensive ratings. They're 55th in the offensive rating department compared to 296th in Coppin State. But I only wanted to take the first half in this because I think Coppin State being at home, man, and I think they could make this a ball game towards the end of the game and could outright win this game. But I'm not putting my money on that. So I'm taking North Carolina Central. I'm taking them first half because Coppin State first half has just they haven't been good. More North Carolina Central has just just played Morgan State the other day, and they beat them first half as a dog, and they've had good first half numbers so far this year. They beat Citadel They won the first half by 9. I think they lost to Gardner Webb, but I mean, you get the theme here, man. They're a better first half team. So, yeah, North Carolina Central is definitely the first half play here in my eyes. Next play up we're gonna look at is University of Maryland Eastern Shore, and this is another one. They're playing Howard. Uh, Howard and both of them. This is a MEAC game, and you look at this, and I'm sure most people are thinking Howard. I'm going to take Howard on this. Howard's a better scoring team. They're averaging 70 points a game compared to the 66 and change that UMES is averaging. But at the same time, you got to look a little deeper, and you got to look at the defensive side of UMES is their defensive rating is ranked. They're ranked like 150th in the country compared to an offense. They're playing an offense that's offensive rated team that's over 300, and defensively, Howard's 250 ranked. Their defensive rating is ranked 257 compared to the 308th of offensive rated of UMES. So, if I'm looking at this, it's really going to come down to the defense of UMES, man. And I think that, and the reason I'm taking first half in this is because that's where you're gonna get on a team is defensively. They can a team, if their coach is good, they can adjust at the half. So I'm expecting UMES to jump out to a first half lead, and then maybe Howard can claw their way back in. But I don't care about that. I just care about the first half. So I'm on UMES first half, and I like that one. I like that one pretty good here, man. That's gonna be 5. I'm putting that's a double asterisk play for me, man. To be honest with you. And then that brings us up to our next game that we're looking at here. Um, actually, I actually have a couple more, but I'm not even going to go there. Like Robert Morris, I wanted to take Robert Morris first half. That's up to 9.5 now, but it's something I'm going to leave off. Robert Morris should win that game first half, but it's not going to make my card. It made my card at first because IUPUI is just terrible. But first half they're not bad. I mean, I shouldn't say not bad, but first half Robert Morris isn't a good first half team. That's what I should say. So that didn't make my my card, and I took a look at it full game, and the 16 points I think is just too much against this IUPUI team. Not that IUPUI is any good; they're terrible, but they can cover this 16 against Robert Morris, and it was a game that I tried to get there with, but I just couldn't. So I'm off Robert Morris IUPUI. If anything at all, I would say maybe if you really want to take a look at this game, I don't even recommend anything on that, man. I'm just backing off of that. All right, let me see what else you guys got to say here. Central team total over 79. Okay, let's take a look at that. Yeah, could they? Yeah, they could. I mean, you have a really bad defensive rated team. It's just not something that I'm playing, but I can't talk you off of that. Could they put up 80 in this game? Yeah, sure, of course they could. But the total in it's a high total, so they're expecting at least one team to get into the 80s in this one. So why not? Why not? I think that might be a good look for you, Kendall, if that's what you want to play. All right, so let's get back to the games that I'm on, and this is the game that Andrew Carr and Kylie Reynolds were interested in here. So we will take a look at this one. Morgan State. All right, Morgan State. I took it full game -9. I got -7.5. It's at -9.5 now, and here's the reason why. First half, Morgan State's not a good first half team. I'll run some numbers down for you on this. let me see. They played North Carolina Central. We already saw that they beat North Carolina Central first half. That North Carolina Central beat them first half, and North Carolina Central was the dog. They ended up beating North Carolina Central 78-73 in that game. Next one was Hartford, another just not a very good team, and they ended up tied at in the first half as 7.5 point favorites in that game, and that first half ended up 22-22. Arizona, I'm not even going to look at that game because they were just totally outclassed, but you know they got blown out, so it is what it is. UMBC, first half, UMBC beat them by 6, but UMBC was 6.5 point favorites. And if you look at this game, I think Morgan State ended up actually coming back and winning the second half 43-39, but they were just down so much at the first. I mean, they were down by 16 at the end of the first half. So, it's too much to claw back from against a UMBC team that's not that bad. They're pretty good. And Bowling Green, another team that's not very good. And Morgan State actually beat them first half, which, they should. But it's one of the few teams Morgan State did beat first half. And we're going all the way back to November here. So it's not a team I want first half. And if you look at SC State is a decent first half team. They lost to Coppin State, but the first half it was 36-33. They covered the spread in the first half against Coppin State. And this is the Coppin State we're going to be playing tonight with whatever the team was we were just talking about. So anyway, we're going to be playing against, I shouldn't say, in the first half. So yeah, Morgan State full game is what it is, man. I can sit here and just ramble off shit that you can look up yourself, but I just like still like it at 9.5. I like it better at 7.5, but 9.5, still playable. So Norfolk, Kylie wants to know Norfolk State under 134.5. Let's take a look at that. Norfolk State. Oh, in Delaware State. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, it could definitely hit. It could definitely hit me. I don't know, man. I don't know, because it's just a matter of Norfolk State should run Delaware State out of the gym, in all honesty, and it's. That's a good question, man. I didn't look at this game. At all. It's at 134.5. What did you? Yeah, 134.5. Okay, so let's take a look at Norfolk State's numbers here, because I don't think we're going to get the points out of Delaware State in this game. So we can take a look at these numbers for Norfolk State. They played University of Maryland, Eastern Shore. Yeah, I mean, they scored a little bit over 100 in that one. Then Nevada, they played Nevada at the end of December, and they scored 144 there. But that was Nevada, pumping it up, beating them by 12. But that's the thing, man. That's the thing with this game. If Norfolk State can get the points against Delaware State. Delaware State's defense is terrible, man. It's 347th in the rated defense in the country. So that's where the problem is going to be. I know Delaware State's not going to get the points, but Delaware State is averaging 61 points a game. So, if they can get, say, 55 out of that, it's just a matter of this Norfolk State team, man. They could put up 80 on them. That's the problem. They could put up 80 plus on Delaware State. Does it happen that way? I don't know. Maybe. I mean, if you like it, go with it. But I don't. It's not a game that I want to get involved in just because of the fact that first off, Delaware State at home's not bad. So I mean, I guess if I'm looking at Delaware State at home, they could hold Norfolk State under 80. So let's take a look at how many like what Delaware State's given up at home so far this year. Um, they gave up 58 points to Wagner. It's not bad. It was a 58-51 game. To they haven't really played many. Longwood, they gave up 75 to Longwood. And, Longwood's another offensive scoring team. So, they can give the points up. I mean, being that this is a conference battle, maybe they won't. But I just don't want to. I don't want to risk my money on it. So, but if you like it, Kylie, take it. I don't really have much more. If you guys have any other games you want me to take a look at for you, I'll take a look at them. But I'm pretty much dug in where I'm at here, and I'll go over my plays again for you if you want. And what's good, Tori Coker, my boy? What's good? Good to see you, brother. Really good to see you. I miss seeing you up here, bro. So, what do you want, Tori? You got anything good, man? You got anything good in your pocket today? Figured I ask you before I jump out of here. I've already bored everybody out of here except for 9 people. So we might as well see what you got going on, Tori. But anyway, I am on. What do you got in the NBA, bro? Should have asked my guy Joey in here. Joey's probably long gone by now. Should have asked him what he was liking in as far as NBA today. Kings first quarter. Who the Kings got? Kings have. I do like playing the Kings at home first quarter. And I know they are at home, right? Let's see. Kings and the Magic. Yeah. Oh, man, dude, that's tough. I mean, the Magic have been surging. I mean, they did. I mean, beating the Warriors yesterday, and that's tough. Knicks first half money line from Ski. That's a wham play there, bro. That's a wham play. Fucking Knicks first half money mix. I mean, I agree with it too. I mean, Wham's been riding that since the beginning of the friggin' season. So, um, I mean, I guess yeah, Ski would take it because obviously it's got the numbers behind it um, to put it to make it a Ski play. Ski takes he's on the stats and stuff. So yeah, that's definitely a play. Georgia or TCU? I like TCU, Kendall, but I'm not betting the game. I did bet the under. I took under 63.5. I don't think that we have a track meet. That's for damn sure. I just don't see it happening. Um, TCU's offense isn't going to be able to move. Um, move on Georgia the way they've moved on these other teams. Then they'll get their points, but as far as being, I just don't see them getting over 63.5. But I'm not a very good college football bettor because I haven't really paid attention to it. Sabonis been killing the rebound prop. Yeah, Sabonis has been Kendall. You're right on that shit for real. Um, he's been good. He's been good like on the points and the rebounds from what I understand. I don't really follow the NBA, but I've heard the grumblings on Sabonis props have been hitting. So I'll tell you what I am on today, man, and I took it last night, and um, actually hasn't moved, which I'm very surprised. And I think I might have priced myself out, man. I think I might have taken it too soon. Let me take a look and see what the number's at now. But I did play a hockey play today. I took the Flyers. Um, took the Flyers for full game at plus 190 or 190, and I took them on the puck line for. I took 50 on the 190, and I took 100 I paid 135 at plus 1.5. So that's what I took today on hockey. And I never play hockey, but it was one of those things that I just liked. Give me a second. I'll give you my plays here, Tori. Let me pull them up here for you, bro. Because I'm just rambling on now. But anyway, that first game, that Morgan State, that tips off at 6 o'clock. Just to let you all know, because I need to keep reminding myself because I'm going to end up forgetting about it, and then I'll be like flying to the casino like I did last week for Charleston, and I don't want to do that. I don't like doing that because if I can't get on the kiosk or there's a line, then I'm screwed. So I don't like playing those. But I'm sorry, man. I'm just looking at this. Yeah, I did fuck myself out of 10 cents on that Flyers game. All right, so my plays today are, and you can see my plays anytime you want to look, Tori, on Twitter. I post them. I post them when I play them. I'm on Morgan State. 2 asterisk play -7.5, but it's -9.5 now. I still endorse it. Prairie View, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, first half under 67. I think it's at 66 now. Colgate Army, first half over 70.5. I'd put 1 asterisk on that. That's at 72 now, I believe. And North Carolina Central, I got that at a pick, and that is now at -1. And University Maryland Eastern Shore, first half -1. That's another 2 asterisk play. Those are the 2 plays I really like. Morgan State, UMES, and then the other one's in there. And I'll end up tossing them around and throwing them into a little pocket change parlay and hopefully make some money, man. Mondays have been good. We've been, knock on wood, have swept the board quite a few times on Monday, man. So hopefully we can get that going now. Yeah, I expect that to be a team total over there, 2.5. They're expecting goals in that game. I'm expecting Harris to shut it down, man. To be honest with you, I don't think he gives up more than 3 goals tonight to the Sabres. So that's why I'm on that puck line and the Flyers. The Samuel Ersson is he hasn't played a lot, but when he's played, he's played well, except for the first game. His first game, he gave up 5 goals or something, but ever since then, I mean, he's averaging 2.9 goals, a little under 3. So that's where I expect him to be at tonight. So we'll see what happens, man. So again, let me recap my plays to you one more time. I am on Morgan State. That game tips off at 6 o'clock. That's a double asterisk play for me. Prairie View, Arkansas, Pine Bluff. First half under 67, 66 now. Colgate Army, first half over 70.5. That's an asterisk, but that's at 72 now. North Carolina Central, first half pick. That's -1 now. Still like it. UMES, first half -1. And that's a double asterisk play. So let's make some money tonight, guys. Please bet responsibly. Start the week off right, and let's get paid. And I appreciate everybody being here. And I will be back tomorrow. Hopefully, we get Big Boss out here to give us his take on stuff. And don't forget that New Mexico, Oral Roberts under 163.5.